Hello everyone, and welcome to the review of the WLtoys number 18429 series. This is a 1 to 18 scale model, and it's a newer addition to their model line. This thing is very nice because it's a combination of the old, if you can call it old, 959 series. You know this is insanely fast. This comes in three models. It's the normal model, the A model, and the B model. This is placed somewhere around the A model. It will do 40 kilometers per hour speed, but it combines the suspension and travel and flex of crawler series from WLtoys, so this can tackle some really rough terrain without any kind of issues, and it also has a much higher ground clearance comparing with the 959 series. So this will go over grass, over bumps, without getting stuck on the plate like this one, because this one only has a tiny amount of ground clearance. This is made for asphalt and for speed. This is very fast, but it will not go only on asphalt, it will go on rougher terrains, and it can also crawl because the provider transmitter has a throttle trim which works absolutely amazing. If you put it on a low rate, this thing will go very slow, but it will still climb over obstacles, which is very nice, and that makes it very easy to maneuver if you are not used to getting insane speeds such as 40 kilometers per hour with such a tiny cars. This is not going to be an unboxing video. It's just the first part of the review, and it's not going to be like that because the original box came looking like that, as you can see here, and looking internally like that. Although the seller has packed this box very well. The original box was packed in another cardboard, and that cardboard had a foam layer over it, and that foam layer had bubble wrap, and that bubble wrap had a plastic bag over, and it was all taped around. Well, my local post office decided that this car may be seen as a highly expensive product, and they kept it in customs for more than 1 month, and they trashed that package around daily, and they look at it, oh, this is a RC car, no, we cannot give it to the owner, we'll keep it here for inspection, throw it around, step on it, and so on. And the box came looking like that, and broken and squashed, but because this was packed really nice and very good, it kept the car in perfect shape. The transmitter is in perfect shape, the manual and the included accessories are in perfect shape, so I'm happy with that. That cardboard, it doesn't have any kind of value for me, and the more important thing is that I finally got the car, the transmitter and its accessories in perfect shape and working. So in the box you will get a full manual, which is very nice because it explains a lot of stuff. It shows the wiring, how the transmitter works, it shows even how to use the car, and it has a full breakdown of all the parts here, and they are also labeled, so you can search for replacement parts if you want to very easily, just like that. You can go online and search for that code. You just add WLtoys to that code, and you are going to definitely find the replacements for those. It also comes with a charger for the battery, and this is a rather unusual battery and charger for WLtoys because the battery uses to lithium ion cells. It's not lithium polymer, and this is the type of cell they have used, 16500. It has 700 milliamps. There are two cells inside, cylindrical cells, and the cable has direct connections to each cell, just like that. So the charger also uses 4 wires. It's not the regular 3-wired or balancing port, just like that. And the car also uses a 4-wire plug, which is rather uncommon, but this can be hacked if you want to, and you can always use some other type of batteries if you want to, and you are not forced to purchase their own battery, but you must have a decent hobby grade charger. So let's see if the car works or not. I'm going to connect the battery plug here, just like that, and I have inserted batteries in the transmitter. This uses 4 AA batteries, and I'm going to power it on, and I'm going to power on the RC car from this switch here, and I'm going to use the steering, and it's already binded to the transmitter, and it also has throttle, and you also have steering trim, which is very generous, because look at that, you can get some nice adjustment here, definitely a lot to adjust from, so you can get that perfect steering that you are needing to do some proper running around. This is 4x4. It has a front differential, a rear differential. It also has a lot of metal parts. Front drive shafts there, if you see the drive shaft there, it's metal. The drive shaft cup here, it's also metal. On the rear you also have the input of the drive shaft is metal, the output of the drive shaft is metal. It's the collapsible type of drive shaft. This is plastic here, but the main parts are metal, so it's nicely made. The only question remains to be answered if the shocks can be oil filled, because currently they do not have any kind of resistance. They are only, it's only spring loaded suspension. There's no shock absorbance there. It does show some shock absorbers, but I don't know if they are the model that you can open and fill up, like I have on the 959. This A version comes with updated shock absorbers. You can open them, fill them up, and they will not leak. They will hold the oil inside, and it's nice because you will get some proper suspension, so this thing will not spring around, while this thing, it will, as you can see, kind of jump around. I'm going to test it first like it comes out of the box, because that's how you review a product. You don't buy a thing to modify it and run it. You buy a thing, run it, get some opinions, and you are going to find out if it performs good or not. Modifications are not a review thing to be taken into account, because I can modify any kind of stuff and make it great, or modify any kind of stuff and make it bad. So that it's kind of an interpretation of a product, so I will not interpret the product. I'm just going to run it as it is. Because this is a bench review and it's the first part, I must also show you some technical stuff about the car, because there's no sense of making an unboxing about a car without running it. Running it will come in the second part of the review, but I also must show you some technical stuff about it. So inside you get a ESC receiver combo there. It's rather large. It's that box there, and it has this gray antenna here, which is glued there, and it comes way up here, so it has a very large antenna, so this should provide some decent range. It has a 5 wire servo there. The servo is rather tiny and it's installed here, as you can see, and there's no there is, oh sorry, it also has a servo saver there. It has a spring-loaded servo saver, which is nice. It also has 2 additional plugs there on the ESC, which are not used, and those are mostly used for additional lights, which is nice. The ESC is just stuck over the transmission case there. There's no slipper clutch. It's a regular transmission which outputs the same torque front and rear, so nothing to adjust there. On this side here, the motor, as you can see, comes stock with some cooling fins added, which is nice because it will lengthen its lifespan a bit, and that is nice to see, because some other kind of similar models do not have heatsink added, and the motor will burn out rather fast. Before ending this first part of the review, I must show you this intact piece of the cardboard box that it's still in one piece. So this car can be bought in several kind of models. So it's the they are all called almost the same. It's 18428, 428, and so on. This is a 29 and 29. They are basically the same car. These two first models have a different kind of body, and these have different kind of body, and they are similarly designed. The technical platform, the motor, servo, and so on is the same, only the design is different. So you can find all of those on the same website where I have this from. You can see that in the video description, which I have listed under this video.